Guys, life is what you make it. If you're not happy with your life right now, or it's not where you want it to be, it's because you haven't taken full control of your life. You don't have a clear plan, you don't have clear goals, and most importantly, you haven't made the mindset shift required to change your life. Your life isn't going to get better by chance. It's going to get better by change, and it's going to require you to be very intentional about that change. You can't afford to waste any more time. You can't afford to wake up and go with the flow and take each day as it comes, especially in this new month of February. And you saw how fast January went. So if you found yourself struggling with fully locking in and being consistent, I've got a couple tips that I'm going to give you that you need to do immediately for you to possibly make this year your best year ever. The first tip is you need to shift your mindset. Everything starts in the mind. The reason your life isn't changing is because your mindset hasn't changed. The way you think is going to affect the way you act. You need to reprogram your mind to see adversity and difficulty as opportunities of growth. Instead of telling yourself, I can't do this, tell yourself, I'm learning how to do this. And I'm going to learn. And when you face a difficult challenge, don't tell yourself this challenge is too difficult and I'm going to quit. Instead, tell yourself this is a difficult challenge, but I'm up for the challenge. So you need to start cultivating a growth-based mindset, because your thoughts are either going to limit you or they're either going to grow you. The second thing that you need to do is you need to change your habits. Your daily habits and your daily routine are all going to dictate the success that you will have this year. So if you're going to stay with the same habits that you had in 2024, I guarantee you that your 2025 is going to be the exact same as your 2024. In order for you to change, you must change your habits. And in order for you to change your habits, you must be committed to changing your old habits. You must embrace the change of habits, and you must have a growth-based mindset. What you need to do is now you need to get technical. You need to track your habits and your progress daily, weekly, and monthly. Now, I know a lot of you people struggle with bad habits, and I want to help you get rid of those bad habits for good. So if you've been struggling with bad habits that are limiting you from changing your life, what I need you to do immediately is get a piece of paper, draw a line in the middle, to the left write down bad habits and write all the bad habits that you have. And then to the right side write good habits and write all the good habits that you want to replace the bad habits. Now, once you've written that down, stick that paper somewhere where you can see it every day for the next 30 days. You want to train your mind to have repeated thoughts of the good habits that you are trying to build. And what you now need to do immediately after that is you need to start gradually replacing those bad habits with the good habits. So start small till it becomes routine. The goal is you just want to be consistent with small change, and you don't want to be very aggressive and go to big change immediately, because that is how you fail and that is how you end up being discouraged. And when it comes to your habits, you really need to lock in and focus on this, because your habits are going to shape your life. The small things that you're going to do each day are going to determine your success. Good habits that are going to help change your life this year is you need to prioritize exercising. If you're starting off for the very first time, I recommend 3 days a week for 30 to 40 minutes. And you're going to need to improve your diet and to eat clean. If you just eat anything and everything that you please, you slowly need to start substituting bad foods with healthy alternatives. You're also going to need to prioritize reading or listening to self-help books or self-help podcasts. Those are going to feed into your mindset, and that's going to help build you the growth-based mindset and improve your habits. The next thing that you need to do is you need to have a plan and clear goals. If your life isn't where you want it to be, you need to spend more time planning, strategizing, and thinking about your future. You need to be very, very specific when it comes to your plan and your goals. You cannot afford to be vague. You need to write down what you want to achieve from this month of February all the way up to December. Then what you're going to do after that is you're going to break down those monthly goals into weekly actionable goals that you're going to aggressively chase. Guys, when it comes to success, you have to be very specific and you have to focus on the details. You cannot afford to leave anything to chance, and you cannot be vague about your goals and what you want to achieve. I guarantee you that any successful person that you know, They have been very intentional and they did not leave anything to chance. They did not wake up and just take the day as it goes and go with the flow. They had very clear and specific goals that they wrote down. You need to adopt the same principles as these successful people, because you cannot expect to be successful and just leave it to chance. It's not going to work in your favor. So you need to write down exactly what you want: your health, finances, relationships, and career. So guys, without a clear plan and clear goals, you're just going to drift. So you can't afford to just go with the flow anymore. You can't afford to waste any more time. I need you to be very intentional and be very specific and write down your plan and your goals immediately. And the last thing that you need to do is you need to be aggressive. When it comes to wanting to change your life, guys, you need to be very aggressive. You need to wake up each day hungry and ready to go get it. You cannot afford to waste a day. Each day matters because you're living it with intent, because you already have a plan for that day and for that week and for that month. You can't afford to just hang around with people frivolously anymore. You need to separate yourself so that you can fully lock in, cut off all distractions, and chase your goals. You need to make this year your best year ever, but it's going to start with changing your mindset, building the right habits, having a plan and clear goals in place, and being aggressive. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.